The movie begins in ancient times, introducing a man named Suchipto, who runs a shop in the market. His shop attracts many customers, which sparks jealousy among the other shopkeepers. Suchipto doesn't take their tension because his son Artie was sick. He was collecting money for his surgery. After a lot of hard work, he had collected the money for Artie's surgery. The surgery was successful, and he saw something weird when he opened his eyes after surgery. He sees a terrible human like a ghost, and he was aged. Artie doesn't pay attention to him, and he was shifted to house from the hospital. His parents were relaxed, but Artie often used. To see that old man at house, Artie gets fed up and tells his mom. She takes him to the doctor and he checks his eyes. He doesn't find anything wrong and says to his mom that maybe he hallucinates because of the tension of his surgery. There is no need to be worried. They come home after this and we are shown Suchipto. While shutting his shop, Suchipto finds a sack which he opens. He gets scared to see this because there were things related to black magic. He panics, throws it to the dustbin and returns home. He has a severe shoulder ache after opening that sack. Returning home, when he goes to Artie, he shouts to see him. Artie sees an entity sitting on his shoulders. None was able to see this except for Artie. When he tells this to Suchipto, he gets scared and understands the whole matter. He calls a man named Rustam at home. He was a spiritualist and can see all those things. Seeing this entity, he tells Suchipto that this entity came with you from the market. A worst black magic has been done on you. Suchipto asks Rustam why Artie is capable of seeing all this. Rustam explains that Artie's third eye has been opened due to the stress he experienced during surgery. As a result, he is now able to see supernatural entities. Suchipto, heartbroken, does not want his son Artie to suffer this way. Rustam says, I can't close his third eye, but I can make it so that he only sees the spirits who want to reveal themselves to him. Suchipto agrees to this, and after this he starts performing his magic on him and says to Suchipto that Artie will never go to the market. Why he said this? We will know this further. Well, now 13 years have passed in the story. Artie grew older, and we are shown their family who were living happily. No incidents happened to them after that day. Today, Artie was going to get admitted to the college, and it was the last day of submitting fees. Suchipto didn't give him the fees, so his mom says, oh, and get your fees from the market. Hearing this, his expressions change because he knew that he will see terrible things when he visit the market. His mom knew his situation, so she says, Artie, go straight, don't see here and there. Just get the money from your father and return home. As his mom said, he doesn't see around, but as he steps into the market, many ghosts come in front of him. He gets scared, and while walking, he collides with a man and falls. That man scolds him. He doesn't understand why that man was behaving badly with him. Another shopkeeper comes and handles Artie. She says, don't mind, he just lost her daughter 2 days ago. Artie feels bad for him to hear this. He comes to his dad, and standing outside his dad's office, he hears his dad and uncle. His uncle says, don't be greedy, just do what are you doing? Suchipto doesn't answer. Artie guesses that his dad is doing something wrong. His uncle leaves in anger, and Suchipto also comes out and sees Artie. Suchipto gives Artie money, and Artie leaves after taking money. The night appears. Suchipto was shutting his shop that today he again finds a sack outside his shop. He opens that sack without thinking and made the same mistake. Opening it, he gets scared as it contained many things related to black magic. It means the magic was done with more power. As he opened the sack, Suchipto hears terrible voices too, as if there were devilish souls around him. Being scared, he shouts and says, I know you can't harm me. That's why I am not scared of you. The voices stop as he said this, and he left in his car. Being panicked, he reaches home. His wife asks what happened. He doesn't tell her anything and sleeps. He sees scary dreams and sees a lady saying, the magic of 7 oceans has been completed, so Swangi come. Swangi was a devil to whom that lady assigned the job to ruin Suchipto and his family. We see the devil moves inside Suchipto. His body twists and he suffers from pain. It was not happening in the dream, it was real. He was shouting because of pain. And Artie also hears him. Going there, Artie sees that his dad is sleeping, but he couldn't see a devil in his room. The morning, was normal, and when everyone was having breakfast, Suchipto vomits blood in which there were animal bones coming out. They get scared to see this, and when he was taken to the doctor, even he could not understand his illness. Suchipto's employees come and tell him that black magic has been done on him. That's why he is sick like this. Suchipto doesn't believe and asks them to leave because Suchipto was sick, so his wife runs his shop. Likewise, the house was alone. One day, when Artie's younger brother comes home, he feels something strange. A door opens itself. He moves inside it. Moving out, he finds the same sack that Suchipto got. As he doesn't know what this is, he opens it. And opening it, it happens the same with him. He hears terrible voices of devils. He understands that it was the black magic sack. And now there are so many demons behind him. These things make the condition of this boy worse. When everyone returns home at night, they find Arif in worse condition, and Suchipto's condition was also getting worse. Artie hears strange voices from Suchipto's room, and when he goes, he sees Suchipto suffering as if someone is strangling his neck. Artie couldn't see who was doing this. They took Suchipto to the hospital. His body was lifeless, as if he is dead. The doctor tells them that he is in a coma. Artie was going crazy because of his dad's condition. He becomes furious on his uncle as he feels that he was jealous of them, and he must have done this black magic on Suchipto. Now, because Suchipto was sick, and there was no one to take care of him, so Artie's mom decides to stay with him. Artie now gets the responsibility of the shop. When he goes to the shop, he gets the shocking news that the customers have stopped visiting their shop. That's why the employees were also leaving. This makes Artie sad even more. He starts maintaining the shop alone. There was no customer till now, and then there was a customer. Artie doesn't know the girl wasn't a human, and when Artie moved the things towards her, she demanded. The girl showed him her witch face. She was furious and said, "I lost my life because of you." Artie panicked to hear this, and the girl left. Artie chases the girl. She went to a nearby shop and hides behind a room. When he opens the door, he sees the black magic things. Meanwhile, the shop owner comes and starts scolding Artie. He starts blaming him for his daughter's death. Artie returns home being scared and understands that black magic has been done on them, so he called Rustam, the same man who treated them before. He becomes worried as he reaches their home because he has never seen such powerful black magic before. He gives them some bands that will protect them, but maybe those bands were also not enough now because Artie's brother Arif died of his severe condition, which broke Artie completely. He becomes furious and goes to his uncle the next day. He says ill about him and says, "Tell me, what do you want? Now my brother has died. Do you want to kill us all? Stop this black magic and hear." His uncle tells him a massive truth. He says, "Son, I don't do black magic, but your father started this." He tells him that years ago, when there was none with your dad, I made this shop for your dad. He worked hard, that's why his shop was running well, but people didn't bear this. It was a rule in the market that people do black magic to end their enemy, and the people started doing this to Suchipto. At first, he didn't understand anything. Later, I told him the whole story. At first, Suchipto didn't take any action, but when he saw that black magic was starting to affect his family, he became furious and decided that he will give them the same answer with black magic. He went to a witch and made her do black magic on his enemies. This ended all his enemies and his business started working again. He did black magic on his last enemy for the last time, who used to do magic on him to shut his business. He says your dad became furious and did powerful black magic on him, due to which not Sisuk but his daughter was killed. After it, Sisuk has done this dangerous black magic of seize on your dad to take revenge for his daughter. Artie becomes worried to hear all this, and he wants to remove all black magic things from his house before he reaches home. We are shown a burning sack fell into their house, and Artie's mom opens it. As she opens it, her condition gets worse. Reaching home, Artie sees all this and calls Rustam. Seeing this sack, Rustam understands that this is 7/7 ocean magic. He forbids them to touch this sack if anyone ever see it. He tells Artie that he is still alive as he didn't open this sack till today. Your mom has opened a sack and she will die too. A sack was opened by your brother, and he died, and before this, a sack was opened by your dad, and he is still in a coma. Rustam leaves with the magical sack and says, "I will find its solution. You just take care of yourself." Today it was impossible. A devil came to their home as a crow and kills Artie's mom while strangling her neck and making her suffer. Artie was broken. He had no one except for his sister. He wants to take his revenge. He wants to take revenge for his dad. Rustam comes to him and he says, "I found out what magic is it. This magic is done with the help of Swangi devil. It is not easy to wake him up. It is supposed to go to the 7 oceans to wake him up. The magic is performed by using the water of 7 oceans. If you want to kill the Swangi demon or put it to sleep, you must first purify your father and bring the water from the 7 oceans, the same water through which the demon was awakened." This task wasn't easy, because how could they know from which part of the ocean the water had been taken? To find out, Rustam decided to open their third eyes. Artie's third eye was already open, so Rustam chose to open his sister's eye as well, through which they could get the help they needed to complete their mission. Artie and his sister set out on their journey, while we see Rustam beginning his magic to protect Suchipto, ensuring that no black magic would be able to harm him. Eventually, they reach the first sea, where they find a temple from which they must collect the water, but a devilish spirit appears to scare them away. It doesn't allow them to take water, but Suchipto's sister distracts it and leaves while taking water from there. Likewise, their third eye helped them to see the temple on the oceans to get water. Reaching all the oceans, they bravely fit with the devilish powers and were successful in bringing water to save their father. There is still a twist that they would be able to save their father because it will take a whole night to reach home. And here we are shown Swangi devil who reached their house to kill their father. Rustam was continuously performing his magic, which was making Swangi suffer. That's why Swangi plans to kill Rustam before Suchipto. This weird, scary horned devil attacks Rustam and kills him. Then he sees Artie's uncle, and he might have ruined his mission, so Swangi thinks of killing him. Too, he kills him while holding his neck with his huge hands. Meanwhile, Artie's car comes outside. He gets shocked when he comes inside because he saw Rustam and his uncle's dead bodies. It wasn't the time to get sad. They went to their dad, and before Swangi arrives, they start bathing their dad with the water. Swangi comes here at the same time to ruin their mission. He throws Artie's sister far from there, then he attacks Artie. Artie sees the devil but was not scared of him. They have poured 6 waters on their dad, and now they have to pour the 7 oceans water. The devil knows that if the 7th water is poured, his mission and possibly his existence will come to an end. That's why he tries to stop Artie from throwing the water on his father. He captures Artie, intending to kill him, but in a clever move, Artie throws the water at the wall instead. When the water hits the wall, it splashes onto Suchipto, breaking the curse. The devil throws Artie, dark lights flash, and it feels as if the devil has been destroyed. With the black magic lifted, Suchipto recovers, but the question remains, where did Swangi go? We then see Sisuk, the one responsible for the black magic, return to his shop and notice that his candle has gone out, a sign that the magic has failed. He panics and rushes to his witch, but she too is in a state of panic. She was preparing for magic. She tells Sisuk that if Swangi fails to complete his mission, he turns on the ones who awakened him. Since Suchipto's children found a way to break the magic, Swangi couldn't fulfill his mission. Now, she says, he won't rest. Without taking a life, he must be coming here to kill us. As they're speaking, Swangi appears. The witch sees him and is immediately terrified. She sees her death standing before her. Swangi kills her with his bare hands, strangling her by the neck. After that, he also kills Sisuk, bringing the black magic saga to an end. In the post-credit scene, we see Suchipto, who promises his family never to use black magic again. With that, the movie comes to a close.